Welcome back. Welcome back, fellow mortals, to Zeus, master of Olympus. Construct initial neighborhood. Slow down times so that the foundations don't go away. Makes perfect soup. Ooh, I kinda made a small goof. Didn't realize it'd be a monster spawning in, or that it would be that close to the first place I would think to put down a neighborhood. Sorry. Throat. Okay. Wheat. This here. This farm's here. Oh, that's kind of a relief.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Who's chasing you? Please. Olive oil. Sorry, then put this here. And put this down here. Of course, it apparently doesn't dawn on these delivery men that, honestly, I should have seen that coming.
I am the strong and mighty Atlas.
Okay. Okay. Keep farms as far away from the Nile as is possible.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Okay, out of mine some marble. Who or what is Willie Lomaine? And follow-up question, where do I put down piers at the flood if the river is constantly flooding? Okay. Okay, I might be getting a pattern here.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Okay. Ah. Astronomers aren't getting enough.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I am the strong and mighty
7,
Atlas.
8. Okay.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Now we know the true origins of the pyramids.
I am the strong
was never
and mighty
aliens.
Atlas.
It was Atlanteans seeking to expand their trade relations with other nations. Is that dumber or smarter than the aliens? Suppose it doesn't really matter. In my day, History Channel was a bunch of idiots just babbling about aliens being responsible for everything wondrous in the world. Swear, the only reason shows like that even get greenlit is specifically to grab ratings.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
I am the strong and mighty Atlas.
tedious, but still enjoyable.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
They really need to work on making smaller sculptures. Or at the very least not covering them with sheets.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
I am the strong and mighty Atlas.
Okay, what was that again? You again? I say, you are quite bungling in your duties.
I am the strong and mighty Atlas.
Now, when I first played the demo version of this game, I thought that these watch posts was how you built an army. It was a complete lack of any real I don't know why. I don't know. What do I know? Good question, because I don't know.
I am the strong and mighty Atlas.
You do look like the thing. Can I sell? More to the point, where can I put
Worship me,
that?
The chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Losses? Give me your things.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis,
Now, to
and
be
my
honest-
huntresses will strike down your foes.
Though to be honest, we are in Egypt, so the Sphinx being here isn't that unexpected.
What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, 3 legs at dusk, and screams in abject terror now?
That Sphinx is terrible at riddles.
I am the strong and mighty Atlas.
The Egyptians have already learned a lot from us. They are awed by our fantastic pyramids, and we have left a few Atlanteans behind to serve as advisors to them on their construction projects, as well as on other aspects of Atlantean life. In return for showing them how to build wondrous pyramids, the Egyptians have agreed to supply Atlantis with wheat at a reasonable price. Egypt is all we could have asked for.
Good for you!
The Mediterranean is pleasant enough, but it's no Atlantis. Our efforts to civilize Egypt have gone quite well, and the Egyptians are slowly adopting our ways. The Phoenicians haven't caused any trouble since Carthage was taught a lesson, and trade is flourishing. But the Greeks, they have proven to be even more primitive than we had first thought. They have continued to rebuff our efforts to introduce them to Atlantean life. Don't they understand that adopting our ways will only make their lives easier? It's too bad about the Greeks, really. Not only are they primitive, they are dim-witted too. Then there are those horrid centaurs. Thank Atlas that they have decided to leave us alone. Lixus is doing quite well, and goods are flowing freely into and out of Atlantis. Still, there is a foreboding sense of danger ahead. Many of the traders that have arrived here lately have looked a little peaked, and some of them report that a plague is spreading around the east. The sickness has decimated the populations of many cities, and some cities are functioning only on their most basic levels, barely providing food to their residents. It certainly wouldn't be surprising that illness would break out, especially given the squalid conditions that some of the people around there live in. Well, that particular bridge will be crossed when we come to it. In the meantime, the needs of Lixus must be addressed. We must continue to be prosperous and productive to serve the needs of Atlantis.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Oh. Right. Population.
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
Sorry about this, but I kind of need the living space. And by kind of, I mean I desperately need it. Or I will be forced. Okay.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
Okay.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
Okay, I got some of the population that I need.
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
I too will respond to your call to arms and go to battle with your men!
Ah.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
Well, it wouldn't be much of a problem if the ancient world weren't succumbing to plague. How? How do I get more people into my city? Answer? More dynamite than Nobel ever made. But seeing as how dynamite isn't a thing in the ancient world, I'll have to resort to the next best thing. That was a little weird. Anyway, let's try to fit in a neighborhood right about in the shadow of the Citadel of Poseidon. It's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze, I think.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will not be beaten. Not by mountains. Not by gods. And certainly not by cliffs. Where do I get olive oil? Hey, who am I buying olive oil from? Food. Fleece. Oil.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
I've noticed that you're running low on food.
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
University. University.
I've noticed that you're running low on food.
Okay. Just a couple more houses.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
How do I get a restraining order on a god? I'm asking for a friend, obviously.
I've noticed that you're running low on food.
Catfish. What does that have to do with anything?
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
I've noticed that you're running low on food.
Get a little tight.
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
Frigate, stand by.
I've noticed that you're running low on food.
Many more.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
I've noticed that you're running low on food.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
I've noticed that you're running low on food.
The plague was much worse than feared, and it decimated many Mediterranean cities. Thank Poseidon, Lixus escaped any serious harm, as did our homeland on Atlantis. Trade with the East is slowly being re-established, but goods from the East are much harder to come by. Our Eastern trade partners claim that the plague wiped out a large portion of their population, and that they just can't produce as much as they used to. If only these people were more quick to learn, they would be masters of Atlantean efficiency and wouldn't be having these problems. Suspiciously, the Greeks seem to have escaped this plague completely unharmed. They threw themselves upon the mercy of Apollo, and that nursemaid of a god apparently took pity on them. Or perhaps the Greeks escaped the plague through pure dumb luck. That would be typical of them. Still, it will only be a matter of time before we Atlanteans, with our superior culture, whip the Greeks into shape. They cannot resist our beneficial ways forever.
I don't know. Pretty sure Atlantis doesn't survive.
As we re-establish trade with cities in the Mediterranean, we have taken special care to teach the people better hygiene practice. It is, after all, the Atlantean thing to do. They are bound to be extremely grateful and increase the flow of goods as much as is practicable. It is refreshing to see that so many of the people in the Mediterranean have so quickly adopted the spirit of Atlantean law. Then there are the Greeks. These stubborn people will just not listen to reason, or perhaps they just don't understand reason. No one has ever resisted us before, and we are at a loss to understand why the Greeks are resisting us now. Ah well. Thankfully, the centaurs are leaving us alone. They are far too unpleasant to gaze upon, and if the Greeks can't understand the Atlantean way, then the half-animal centaurs will be completely confused by us. They are not worth our effort. Regardless, the Mediterranean project is a smashing success, and the majority of the area is under our influence. We are masters of the Mediterranean Sea.
How long do you want to bet that'll last? So, if you can find a guide on how to do this, Lixus, please look it over thoroughly before you decide to play. This has been Uncle Swinney with Zeus, Master of Olympus. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the little bell notification icon, and I'll see you next time.